Wakey, wakey. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry about the delay this evening, and sorry for moving around on camera too. It's been an interesting one. Yeah, tried to log on, and it looks to me as if I was hitting incorrect servers or something, or a duff server or something along those lines. I had to reboot the PlayStation and hook up to a different server 3 times on the third attempt. Third time lucky, you might say. We managed to get on, which was good. So if there's anybody else out there that is having trouble, I'm wondering whether PD in particular have got some server issues this evening. Whether that is going to give us some knock-on issues as we go through the evening, I really do not know. So it'll be quite interesting to see how this evening goes. Talking about this evening, we're going to be running the same as we've been running over the last couple of days. So this is going to be day 3 of 3. We're going to be doing Brands Hatch, Red Bull Ring, both 6 laps. And then we'll be doing Dragon Trail Seaside, which is going to be 11, and a tyre change required on that one. And then we're going to be doing Mount Panorama and Suzuka Circuit to finish off. The last 2 will not be qualifiers. They'll be straight into the race. We're doing it in the Gr.2s though tonight. Some really weird tracks, because normally I would try and use... let me just put you on one of these other guys. Normally I would try and use some of the longer tracks for this. Maybe Suzuka, Yamigawa, Fuji, you know, some of those sorts of tracks for the Gr.2s, the long flowing ones. Instead, we've got some short, snappy ones, which will be interesting. A couple of people have said earlier on to me, can we extend them out by 2 or 3 laps? I've left them as 6 because this is exactly the same as we did on the 3 and the 4, the Gr.3 and the Gr.4. And I've been going over, not finishing until about 11:30, and I'm not going to lie, I could do with finishing at 11. So I'm sticking with the 6, 6, 11, 6 and 6 laps tonight. Racing medium tyres on all of the races, with the exception of Dragon Trail Seaside, that will require the racing hard and the racing mediums. And I'm just up for some really cool, close, respectful racing this evening. Now, one of the things I am going to say, hopefully my missus isn't listening, is my back is killing me today. I've done a little bit too much racing this week, I think. I've been trying to do more and more because I'm desperate to do a 24-hour live stream. And there's some things that have been happening this week that has sort of annoyed me a little bit, because, well, when I come to do the live stream, all will become clear. I have no doubt, but I got a theme, something that I wanted to do, and it's something's just taken the shine off that a little bit, but there we go. So yeah, I better let everybody know when we're going to be racing in this one. So I'm going to start the qualifier at 10 past. So yeah, I am going to behave myself, and I'm going to commentate on the first, second, race the third, and commentate on the 4th and 5th races in this one. Hopefully we've got quite a few runners. Let me just have a little look. Yeah, so we've got 10 runners at the moment, including myself. So 9 runners. That's not too bad. That's not too bad for the first race. So if there was only going to be 5 or 6, I might have forced myself to do it. But thankfully, we've got enough people in, and I can sit back, relax, enjoy, and commentate. In the chat, we have got Greg White. Good evening to you, my friend. Borky's in. How you doing, mate? Haven't seen you for a little while. Hope everything's okay. I know that things are manic, crazy for you over there on the other side of the pond. Hope that you are good and the family's well. And some of the things you're going through at the moment are getting themselves sorted out, I hope. Fingers crossed for you, my friend. Greg White is in. My friends list is not loading, so won't let me invite to the party. says Greg, and good evening, Greg. Good evening, number one pops. I think that we have got all sorts of PSN server issues this evening. I've had issues, other people have had issues. Greg White is struggling with party. I think it's just going to be an interesting evening this evening. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a few dropouts. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a bit of lagging going on. Wouldn't be surprised if we end up aborting this one halfway through. Let's not be defeatist. Let's hope that it does actually work and that we will be able to get some good racing in all night long. I have my fingers crossed. My internet is running well. OBS is looking good. Everything is all looking hunky-dory on my side now that I've managed to get onto a decent server. But I do wonder if other people out there are having difficulties. Talking about people that have managed to get in, we have got Wills Racing and Greg White, Mab Mikey, Libiath Holkey, Borky, number one pops, Henny and Stiggy. As far as the cars are concerned, again, we've got I was going to say we got a mix. It's not as mixed as it has been. We've got Wills is in the RS5, as is Mab Mikey and Libiath. Outlaw number one pops and Stiggy. Then Greg White has gone for the Lexus, the GT500, as has Holkey and Borky, and then Henny has gone for the GTR Nismo. So we've basically got 3 different types of cars in this one spread across the grid at the moment, and there may well be other people that might join us over the next couple of minutes or in for the next one. But we'll see how this one goes. Big old step up, though, in my opinion, to the Gr.2s for these particular races. And it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see how we get on. I mean, just on board, I don't know who we're on board with. I think we might be on board with Mikey here. And just, I'm not going to lie, just looking at the screen there, it's even making my eyes go funny just sitting watching. Because these things are just so quick. We're going to have to adjust braking points and turning points and all sorts. So most of the guys will be settled in and ready for Seaside. It will be my first race. So it's going to be very, very interesting when we get to that point. But for now, I mean, crumbs, look at this. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. These things stop on a sixpence. They're super quick. And I think it's going to be survival of those that are brave. And I think that the winners are going to be those that are super brave. And yeah, it's going to be very, very, very interesting. So we got just under a minute to run. And I'll remind you that we are going to be doing a 5-minute qualifier. And then we're going into a 6-lap race. It does look like the weather is very nice around Brands Hatch this evening. So hopefully the weather will hold for us. Libiath, I struggle to handle Gr.2 on the controller. Mate, it's going to be a battle and a challenge for everybody tonight. Not just those of you on the controller, but some of us on the wheel as well. Borky's also struggling with his friend list not coming up either. So, as I said, I think there are definitely some PlayStation Network issues that are going on this evening. And we're getting reports through already. Lots of different things. It took me 3 attempts to actually get a server that I could join this evening. Other people were on, not a problem. And then I looked and 1 or 2 other people were having problems as well, even though the network was reporting that everything was all hunky-dory. So I think they've probably got a rogue server or some such going on within the network. And as I said, if you can't get in on the PlayStation Network or you can't get into Gran Turismo 7, then I had to reboot my PlayStation 3 times. It was on the 3rd occasion that I was able to get in and begin to host. Hence the reason why I was just a couple of minutes late coming to the party, as it were. So we have got a few guys that are running. I absolutely have my fingers, toes, I would say eyes, but I'm trying to watch the race. Everything crossed that you guys that are in here don't get any dropouts this evening and we can get some good racing. I really felt sorry for Mad Mikey yesterday. did a brilliant qualifier, put it on the front ahead of some really, really quick racers. And then just as the lights went out, the car disappeared off the grid. And it's like, no, I know what's happened. And yep, you got it. It was an internet dropout. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen for Mikey this evening. And he'll be able to show us what he can do in the Audis, because he is absolutely blinding in these Audis. He's been on it in the Gr.4s. He's been on it in the Gr.3s. The Audi TT, then the Audi R8, and now we're in the RS5. And I'm really, 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 really interested to see what Mikey can do. I want to settle on a manufacturer, but at the moment I can't find one because I really want to settle on BMW. I'm a BMW guy, but the BMW M4 is just woeful. But I do love the way that Mikey is. He's just got in bed with Audi, and loving watching him race the Audi car right now. Wheels has also been on fire this week. He's done really, really well, although one or two spins I think last night might have cost him. But he's been going really, really well this week and has the capabilities of being top 3 just about everywhere that he goes. Libiath, somebody else that's done pretty well this week. All I would say is please, please, please remember to have your radar on and watch what's going on around you. Please be aware of your surroundings. And if you do push somebody off, then please, everybody, make sure that you do give that place back and adhere to PSR rules. Stiggy's in the room. He's in the Audi as well. So quite a few people are favouring the Audi. Henny's doing well. New to PSR. Towards the back of the grid at the moment, but I've been following and watching and the replays and things, and real promise that I think Henny is going to be mid-pack and chasing the likes of me and some of the others very, 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 very soon. You could see there, he's just put in a very, very respectable 1:15.6, just 1.1 off of the fast charging Wheels and Mad Mikey, so that is a good time. Libiath is behind Henny and Stiggy. Borky is back in. I haven't seen Borky for a few days. He's got a lot of stuff going on at home at the moment, rebuilding property and all sorts of other bits and pieces, so glad to see Borky is in. Hulky, oh my gosh, have I had some battles with Hulky this week. I would dearly, dearly, dearly love to be battling with Hulky again this evening. But as I said, at the moment, I just need to look after my head and my back at the moment. Some good news is that the MRI scan has been done. I have a meeting with the neurologist at the end of June, and I've been told that they will send me a letter when the neurologist has had time to review the scans. And big scans they did as well. I was in there for nearly an hour with MRI scans, so I'm hoping very soon we'll be able to get back to some sort of sense of normality. And I really, 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 really want to do this 24-hour live stream for charity. Been a long while since I've done one. Really want to. Number one Pops in yet another grunged up livery is in the Red Bull car. But again, another one that's had a lot of thought and care that has gone into it. I do love number one Pops' grungy liveries. It's nice to see the pristine ones, but it is so refreshing when you see somebody who has got a car that looks like he's actually been round an endurance race and a little bit worse for wear. And number one Pops treating us yet again to another fantastic livery. So where are we at the moment? Wheels Racing is our fastest runner at the moment, a 1:14.474. Mad Mikey just 1.72 behind with a 1:14.646. Henny still in third at the moment, a 1:15.6. Now, I mean, I said that Henny was capable of being mid-pack, and blow me down straight away, coming in fourth at the moment. That is mid-pack in this one. So nice result there. Let's see if he can hold it as some of these others come around. Greg White is very quick. I do think he may well jump up to second or third. It depends how he's been running and what sort of lap he's had. Let's have a little look. Even he's 1.3 behind the leading pack at the moment. He jumps up into third. Hulky gets fourth. Hulky gets seventh, and I think Henny mid-pack. That is he'll be pleased with that. He will be very pleased with that. Right. Wheels Racing, Mad Mikey, Greg White and Stiggy, Henny, Libyath, Hulky, Borky, Number One Pops and me. Let's get this one underway and we'll see how we go. It's just unfortunately, Adders didn't quite make that one. But these are short races and we'll be into the next one soon enough. Yeah, Adders saying, oh, only just missed it. Sorry about that, my friend. And Libyath, I struggle on the Gr.2 on the controller. So will be interesting to see how these guys get on with this. Interesting, we put them on a really challenging track for the first one. Tight, twisty, technical, this one. No time to think, no time to relax. You've got to be on it from the off. So this one is going to be interesting. Talking about off, I think somebody went off in a very, very strange way into the first corner there. I don't know if somebody collected or whether that was just straight on. We got another one going off at the back there as well. That is Stiggy going around. So we got Mad Mikey. I don't know what happened with him. That looks to me like that was a hit off, the way that went straight on. But hopefully he will let us know at the moment. Nobody is backed off to give the place back. So could be one to watch later on. We will see. But at the moment, it is Wheels Racing who's 0.3 out front from Greg White, who's 0.7 ahead of Libyath. Greg just chucking up the dust in Libyath's face as we go through that corner. And Henny is going well. He's up to fourth now, 0.8 behind Libyath. And then Hulky's 0.7 back. Number One Pop's right on his tail. Whoa, Number One Pop's getting it really, really, really loose on the exit there. That car was, I think, almost 90 degrees across the track there, and he's gathered it up beautifully to carry on. It hasn't lost too much time to Borky, who is in fifth. Matt Mikey just trying to recover. Henny down to eighth now. We have got yellow flags flying, so I'm not quite sure what's going on, but who has gone off? I can't see anybody that is off. Everything all looks to be okay. Greg White going really deep up onto the grass. I think Number One Pop's on the grass too as well. And in this first race, the person that really seems to have got to grips with this car is Wheels Racing. He is 2.7 seconds out front at the moment. He's setting purple lap times, a 1:21.0 for the first lap. Greg has done a 1:21.3 for the first lap, but he seems to be further back. He's in the gravel there, now he's in the grass. Oh my word. Commentator's curse. I think this is going to be a really slow lap for Greg in this one. It's now 3 seconds behind Wheels. He is struggling. And we've got Hulky and Borky chasing down Hulky at the moment. Borky's just 0.3 of a second off of Hulky and a couple of seconds ahead of Number One. Some of these cars are looking very, very loose on the back end, whereas some of the other racers are gathering up the back end very nicely. I'm wondering, Borky almost rotating the car there. He managed to get that gathered up very, very nicely on the curb. But I'm just wondering if some of these guys are coming out of the corner in a lower gear than they maybe ought to in these cars. And as they put the power down, there's just too much power going down through the rear wheels, and that is what is making the car snake around a little bit. I don't know. Of course, that may well not be the case. There could well be other reasons for it, like brake balance, traction control, all sorts of things. But one of the guys that is having no such dramas is Wheels Racing, who is now 6 seconds ahead of the field, and he's out on his own. He's in a class of his own, and he's looking absolutely supreme. is this going to be one of those nights where Wills can get a hat-trick of wins? Well, it looks like he's on his way to the first of those wins. He starts lap number 4 of 6, so we're exactly halfway through. He's still pushing like crazy, getting the wheels all over the gravel there. Hulky going well in second, 1 second ahead of Greg, who has another huge moment as he comes down the hill. It almost looks like Hulky's dropping oil in the track and Greg White is just soaking it up. Greg's car is so loose on the exit of some of these corners. Really does look like it does not want to go in a straight line. I mean, maybe he's just got a track rod end broken or a steering arm or something. The car just does not want to behave itself like a couple of the cars out front. Number 1 Pop's also been having a few little moments, which is the reason why I was wondering whether there was oil on the track rather than an issue with the car. We're just on board with number 1 Pops at the moment, and we'll just see how his car is settled out through some of these corners, and looking okay at the moment. So you know, maybe there is a bit of greaser oil around one part of the track. Oh, Greg White off again. My word, Greg is doing everything he can to spin the car and then just coloring it all the time. It's very entertaining, but not good for the old lap time. He's 1.2 behind Hulky now, and he's dropped to less than half a second to number 1 Pops behind. Oh, Map Mikey's on a charge. Map Mikey getting up the inside of number 1 Pops. Number 1 Pops going around the outside. Oh, Pops just had to back out of that. He went a little bit deep, in danger of getting across the grass, and Map Mikey finds his way up into 4th place. We got a yellow flag up again. Or who is it? Is it Wills? It's Wills. As Wills just had a moment, he's going very, very, very slowly. He's got damage on the front. He's got front bumper damage. He's got near side front wheel damage. That is going to give a Hulky the opportunity to catch up as Greg White goes scampering across the grass at the moment. Greg, we're on a track race. This is not a motocross race. You're supposed to keep it on the black stuff. Off the green and the brown stuff is not good for your lap times, my friend. It's also not good for track limits, Hulky. Come on, what are you doing, my friend? You were guaranteed a 2nd place there, and then you've gone and given the best part of a second to Greg White. He's now 0.6 behind. Hulky, do not abuse the track limits, my friend. Come on. There's a beautiful little 2nd place here for you to pick up. And do you know what? If Wills Racing has another little moment on track, well, it could even be a win. Come on, Hulky. Oh, no, he gets a huge slide, and Greg White right on his back bumper now. So, Hulky really slippery. I'm wondering whether it is Wills that's dropping the oil on the track. There's definitely something going on. Oh, side by side through that corner. Hulky has to back out of that one. Greg left room, but I think Hulky was just going a little bit deep, trying to keep the 3rd place. At the moment, Hulky on for a podium. Wills Racing, the gap is down to 3.2 of a second from the massive margin he had earlier on, but he's still pushing. He's still pushing the track limits, and we're on the last lap now. And the battle behind now, it's Hulky, Greg White, and number 1 Pops is in the middle of this one. This is for the podium places. Wills is going to get the win. I think that is done and dusted, just as we go on board with him to come across the line. An amazing win. He gets it back out to 5 seconds as he goes across the line. And then just behind, it is going to be Hulky ahead of Greg White and number 1 Pops. And Greg White and number 1 Pops 0.012 on the line. How close was that? Borky gets 5th. Libiath in 6th. Stiggy is going to come across in 7th. Penny with a fine 8th, and Map Mikey struggling in this one. Found himself in the gravel at the very start of the race, then got back into it, and clearly something else may well have happened in that one. Oh my word. And Rachel is in. Good evening to you, and Banana Head. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Wow, what an opening race that we had there. Drama, thrills, spills, absolutely brilliant. Some side-by-side racing, and overtakes abound. Oh, it was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Libya, I'm not sure if we touched Henny or you spun, so waiting for you. Thank you very much for that. So Terry the Beast, one big slide throws your whole race. It certainly does. It really, really, really does. William is in as well. Oh, what a race that was. So your victor in that one was Wills with a 1:14.383 and the fastest lap. Absolute clean sweep for Wills Racing in that one. Hulky did hold off to get second place. Well done, my friend. So pleased to see you right up there, a 1:16.279, and Greg White fighting that Lexus all the way through that, a 1:15.592. Number one Pops with a few moments as well in fourth, Borky fifth, Libiath sixth, Stiggy seventh, Henny came in eighth, and Mikey with a very, very, very eventful race in ninth. Wheels Racing, Hulky and Greg White were your 1, 2, 3 for our first race of the evening. Now, we are going to be heading off to the Red Bull Ring. I am going to turn off the requirement for the medium tyre. So we're going back to, as the description, you need to be running the race in medium tyre as the only tyre available. But you, if it is a wet race, then you can just run all the way through, I think. Rachel, I think, has possibly used some capitals. Let me just have a little look. ADRZ 4 caps has put her in a bit of a timeout. So Rachel's saying good evening to ADRZ. Hulky says, Mitch up, heads up, there is a bad lag jump in the lobby, so people will need to expect mistakes will happen. I have noticed that, and I am very much aware that there are some server issues with the PlayStation Network this evening. And as I said at the outset, I was expecting potential lag issues. So please be aware of that this evening, and we will need to take that into consideration. Matt Mikey says, don't know what happened on the first corner. Car just went straight ahead. Then TV went into standby on the last lap. Oh, no, Mikey, you get no luck at all. No luck whatsoever. But there were other people that were having some interesting times in that one as well. So hopefully things will settle down in this one. I'm going to try and get this one underway at 1:30. Oh, so just a couple of minutes. And at the moment, we've got Wheels Racing, Greg White, Mad Mikey, Hulky, Winston Churchill is in, Borky, number one Pop, Stiggy, Jack Kobe has joined, Libiath and Henny. So I'm waiting for Kobe, Libiath and Henny to grab their cars. And of course, any Gr.2 car this evening, you can stay in the same one like Mad Mikey will be doing, because he is a Audi racer these days. All of the cars, all of the GR cars that he runs are Audis. And he'll be pleased to know that next Wednesday, I think it is, leading into the Hulky British Touring Car Championships. Actually, can we do it next Wednesday, Hulky? Aren't we doing your... I might have got the date wrong. Because I think Wednesday we're doing a BTCC event leading up to the championships. It's like a pre-championship race, I think. I might be getting myself completely wrong here, but never mind. But we're going to be doing an Audi TT night. Hulky's put a series of races together, and we'll be doing those one day next week. I won't be streaming on Monday, so it won't be Monday, but it'll either be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Tomorrow we're doing the Suzuki's, and then the following week we're going to be jumping into the MR2s. A lot of people have asked me to do an MR2 evening, so the next two Friday night specials are going to be one make evenings. First of all, in Suzuki's, and a mixture of Suzuki's, and then the following week it will just be the Toyota MR2, so one car all night long for that one. Right, we are on 21:30. We have got in the room Jack Kobe, Wheels Racing, Greg White, Mad Mikey, Libiath, Hulky, Winston Churchill, Borky, number one Pops, Henny, and Stiggy. 11 runners. Let's get the qualifying underway, and we'll see how we go. Adders is saying, wow, this has some stiff steering. It is going to be a case of getting used to. But it's been an interesting one this week because we've done the Gr4s, Gr2s, and Gr4s, Gr3s, and now we're doing the Gr2s this evening. Won't be doing the Gr1s. I think Gr1s around these tracks would have been completely insane. And I'm even interested to see how people get on with the Gr2s around these tracks. For what it's worth, personally, I actually find the Gr2s easier to drive than the Gr3s. Personally, I find the Gr3s to be some of the hardest cars to race quick and consistently. I was trying to think of the word I wanted there and I couldn't think of it, but there we go. Right, so hopefully Mad Mikey will have a better run. Mad Mikey has been doing some phenomenal qualifying times, and then unfortunately when it comes to the races, things have just not been going his way night after night, and I'm hoping that tonight things will improve a little bit for him. It didn't in the first race, so maybe Red Bull is going to be kind. It does look like we've got a dry race for this one. We got completely caught out in the Gr4s for the first of these trio of race evenings, and threw up a very interesting result, and a lot of people were scratching their heads and learnt a few lessons. But that was good because Hulky, when he does the British Touring Car, well, any of his championships, he is adept, I think is the word I'm looking for, adept at putting in some challenges, shall we say. There could be a bit of weather, there could be an unusual tyre change. You've really got to make sure that you have prepped for the races, that you've gone through the race definitions and you know exactly what you're doing. And as I said the other day, there are multiple places now in the race definition where you need to check for tyre changes. There might be a forced tyre compound change. There might just be a forced pit stop. There might be a mandatory tyre that you need to run. 3 different places, at least 3 different places where you need to check. Right, so we are coming around to finish the first flying lap, and we'll have a first indication of the lap time that people are chasing. It's going to be set by Mad Mikey. Hopefully they're getting through that corner without any penalties, and that one, a little bit of a slide on the exit there will have cost him a tenth or two. It's changing a lot actually. It was Mikey, then Wills, but Greg has just punched in a 1:19.818. Mad Mikey's just gone straight on. I hope that isn't a sign of problems. But Greg White, the only person at the moment to break into the 1:19s. And he's going quicker, even more. Another purple time being set there for that sector. So could this be a mid 1:19? We will have to see what happens in this one. It's going to be rather interesting. As per usual, we've got 3 in the top 3 are all within a second of each other, but I am expecting a few others to potentially close up, even though Greg has put in I think that's a really good time. And when Wills is only 0.2 of a second off, and then Mad Mikey's only 0.6 of a second further back, and then Wills is 0.2 behind, Mad Mikey is 0.6 behind Wills, and then Henny is only 0.4 behind Mad Mikey. So again, Henny is setting some really good single lap times. Henny is clearly quick, and I'm thinking that it is just going to be a few more races with us, racing side by side, bumper to bumper, learning how we all race and settling into PSR. And then my prediction is Henny is going to be mid-pack, and wouldn't even be surprised, going by these times, if occasionally challenging for podiums. So really nice to see Henny settling in. Very, very, very difficult to settle into a community like ours that is very close, where the racing is really close, and there is a lot of respect towards your fellow racer. It's not like a lot of lobbies where you can just race and like the daily races. To race respectfully takes a whole different mindset. To be able to go side by side through the S's at Suzuka, to go side by side through Ascari at Monza, it takes some real skill and some real awareness, situation awareness, to be able to do that, and also to be able to trust your fellow racers. And that is one of the things that I absolutely adore about racing with these guys at PSR, because they are so close, so quick, and still will be pushing through the corners for all their life's worth. So Greg is the only one in the 119s for this. So hats off to Greg White. Wheels Racing 0.2 behind. Matt Mikey is 0.8 off the pace, picking up a 1 second penalty at the end there. And I'm saying 0.8 off the pace, but how can you say that is off the pace for, you know, sim racers? Oh, it's just crazy. Henny is only just outside 1 second away from Greg. Libiath 1.3, Outlaw also 1.3, Stiggy 1.4, so it's tight in the midfield as well. Borky 1.8. Hulky looks like he had a bit of a mare, I think, around this one. He's down in 9th, so expect Hulky to be coming through on this one. Winston Churchill down in 10th, 6 seconds off the back, but again, just back racing with us after a long absence, so he'll be getting used to how things are going. Also in a car that maybe not one of the best choices, is gone for the 2008 NSX GT500, whereas a lot of the other guys have gone for the 2016 2019 cars. So just wondering whether that might be an interesting car choice, but also, who knows, maybe things might happen. I didn't intend to use the old NSX again. I do not like it. Also, sorry to Borky in case I messed you up on turn 1. Thank you for apologising. Remember, next time, pick a different one. If you don't like the car, change it. Right, Greg White is going to be leading us away with Wheels Racing. Matt, Mikey and Henny on row 2. Libiath and number 1 Pops on 3. Stiggy and Borky on 4. Hulky and Winston Churchill on 5. Jack Kobe at the back. But it is going to be Greg and Wheels are going to lead us away. And we'll see how we go. Wow, number 1 Pops, I think, there with a flying start off the line, getting up the inside of a couple of cars. So I think he's going to be one of the big winners on this one. Somebody just getting out a little bit wide into the first corner. Number 1 Pops with a 2 second penalty and just dropping back. I think, I'm not sure what happened there. Number 1 Pops got an absolute flyer. And then I think just potentially, I don't know what happened there. He's dropping back. So whether he caught somebody on the way through there, I don't know. Stiggy off the back at the moment, 4.5 seconds back. So I don't know if it was Stiggy that went off the track. But as I always say, you can't win it in the first corner, but you sure can lose a race if you go in there like a battering ram. You do not want to be that racer. Tell you what, the other person that doesn't want to be the racer, Matt Mikey with a half second penalty. You don't want to get a half second around here because of a number of reasons. Oh no, he's on the curb and gone around. Oh, Mikey. Oh, that was a driver error there. Commentator's curse. I was just about to say the half second penalties around here are nasty because you come off the line, you take the half second, which turns into around about a second, and then it's a very, very difficult line to rejoin if you are in traffic. But commentator's curse killing Matt Mikey there. They don't call me Mitchell Murray Morgan for nothing. Murray Walker was the king of the commentator's curse. Oh, and as we say that, I'm on board with Greg White, picking up a half-second penalty now. And I said that that can manifest into 1 second if you're not careful, and then difficulty rejoin the racing line. Well, Wills is just 1 second back. So Greg White has now got a monumental problem on his hands. How is he going to handle this? How is the rejoin going to happen? They could be side by side into the final turn, these two. Wills Racing really needs to close that gap a little bit so that he can get a clean jump on Greg. Greg needs to inch out slightly so that he can get back on the racing line and ahead of Wills Racing. I think he's done enough, actually. He's pushed it out to 1.3. Oh, Wills just losing out slightly through the infield section there. And I think he's definitely given that back to Greg White. You can see Greg White moved over, took the penalty, then came back on the racing line, and he's still over half a second away from Wills. So Wills unable to capitalise on that one. And Wills is going to be wanting to get on with it because he wants his second win of the night. And as I say that, Greg White picks up yet another penalty. Mitchell Morgan is not on track picking up the penalties. Instead, the marshals are watching Greg White, who is out front. As I say that, Wills gets an almighty run off of that corner and manages to jump Greg, who's picked up another half second. I thought he might have done going into that corner. Greg is picking up track limits all the way round the track here, and I think the marshals have certainly got their knives out for Greg White in this one. So Wills now finds himself in first place, care of the very slippery Greg White and the marshals. But Jack Kobe is on track, remember. Jack didn't drop to the back, he started at the back, and he's now already up into third place and absolutely flying. He's doing a 1:19.9, and Wills having a moment or a penalty there. Was it Wills that had the penalty? Maybe maybe I got that wrong, because Wills seems to have completely faded through that section there. Greg White picking up another half-second penalty. I'm sure it was Greg with the penalties. I might be wrong, but Jack Kobe, with all the penalties that are going on, finds himself in first place. And I tell you what, he was all four wheels off the curb through there. I didn't even know you could go through that curb like that. Wow, we shall have to watch this a little bit more. So, Jack out front by 1 second. Greg White behind, but he's got a half-second penalty now. So again, he's going to need to try and push on to make sure that he can gap Wills and then be able to join the racing line in second place. We know that Greg is quick through this little infield section. Wills drop back ever so slightly through this. I'm not sure that this is the strongest section for Wills, and he's also got Henny all over the back of him at the moment. Henny going really well in fourth place in this one. And Greg will be pulling over to take his penalty. There he goes. That's done. He'll drop it down the gear and then he'll come back across. So Wills again unable to close. And once again, Greg White a comfortable 0.8 of a second ahead. Oh, he's off again at the back of that car going round. Please don't tell me that's another half-second penalty. It did look like all of the wheels were off the track there, but it was completely sideways, and I think that might even have pulled him back on. And that corner where they're really jumping through the middle of it, really risking everything. But it is Jack Kobe out front by nearly 2 seconds now, and Greg White has got Wills Racing all over the back of him. Wills coming in really hard on the brakes. That car weaving around all over the place under braking. Greg White weaving around all over the place under acceleration. It's like Wills has got a really loose car under braking, and Greg just does not seem to be able to get the power down clearly in the NSX, which is really unusual. But really struggling to get the power down. Jack Kobe, he's out front in the NSX, but no such problems. He's 2.5 seconds ahead at the moment on lap number 5 of 6. Setting purple times again. He's got a 1:19.9, which is the fastest lap. He did a 1:19.9 for lap number 2, a 1:19.9 for 3, and then a 1:20.1 for lap number 4. Greg has done a 121, 120, 123, 120, and Will's a 120, 123, and 120, showing just how quick Jacoby is at the moment. Somebody that's nice and consistent though is Henny. I've just lost Henny's times. There we go, they're back. A 121.5, a 120.6, 120.5, and a 121.2. So those are quite nice times. We're on the last lap now. Jacoby out front with a 2.7 lead at the moment as he goes into the first corner. No dramas on the curbs. Hopefully Greg and Wills will get through this time without any penalties. They have. Greg getting the power down nicely. Wills in the slipstream. Hassling Greg. Is there anything he can do? The NSX spitting fire at Wills behind like a flaming dragon. Greg White, as he lifts and he gets the overrun and the unspent fuel gases being ignited through the exhaust, but at the moment going quite nicely, and it is Jacoby that will almost definitely be bringing this home for a nice win, some 3 seconds ahead. Or again, the blue flames spitting out the back of Jacoby's car all the time, it seems, going into the corners, popping and banging like a good one, I would imagine. So he claims the win. Greg White is going to come across second. We can just see that Wheels Racing is gathering after another issue into the last corner that has cost him a podium, and Henny gets on the podium. Henny will be well impressed with that. Oh, well done. Whoa. I told you that Henny was going to be mid-pack. Well, blow me down. He's just gone and stuck it on the podium in the second race of the night. Really good racing. Wheels with a little bit of an issue on the final corner, gifted that one. Libiath in 5th, Borky 6th, Hulky in 7th, Stiggy 8th, number 1 Pops in 9th. We've got Winston Churchill comes across in 10th. Mad Mikey with another mare of a race off the back. We will save the replay, and whilst I'm sharing the replay, I'm going to turn my fan on because it is getting awfully warm in here, and the temperature is warming up in the UK actually. I don't know about where you are, but when I went to pick up Joe from work this evening, it was saying 22.5 degrees outside on my car, and that was at 4:30 this afternoon. So looking like we may well have a beautiful weekend here for the bank holiday in the UK. And talking about the bank holiday, just a quick reminder that I will not be around on Monday because I'm going to be out with Joe on Monday, so I won't be streaming. We'll be back on Tuesday. Jacoby was your winner with a 1:19.749 and the fastest lap. Greg White in second with a 1:19.895, and Henny in third with a 1:20.583 and a well-deserved third place. Wheels just dropping it into the final corner. He got 4th. Libiath behind in 5th. Then Borky just ahead of Hulky. Looked like they had a banging battle together. Just 0.1 of a second between those two, although Borky did have a 1 second penalty at the end, and that brought them very, very close together. And on the time, Stiggy in 8th. Outlaw number 1 Pops in 9th. Winston Churchill also with a penalty in 10th, and Mad Mikey having a mare in 11th. So Jacoby, Greg White and Henny. Let's get into the next one. I am going to try and race this one. Goodness only knows what it is going to be like. I hate to think what the Gr.2s are going to be like around here. But let's just hope that Mikey can get a decent run. He's getting some amazing one-lap qualies at the moment. But the races are just not being kind to Mikey at the moment. And it's, yeah. I'm not going to say any more about that, but desperately want to see Mikey back up on the podiums where he belongs. Adders is happy not to use the old NSX again. Mad Mikey says, I'm awful. Mikey, you're not awful, mate. You are right up there on the fast laps. I don't quite know why. It's just in the races, you just don't get the luck at the moment. Oh, let me just let everybody know when we're going to start this one. I'm going to start this one at 5.2. So we're doing a qualifier in this one, and I'm going to do this one at 55. So just a few minutes. I do want to get out on track. I want to get a feel for what this car is like, so I haven't run it. Everybody else has had a couple of races. I haven't touched this car tonight, so we'll see how we go. I tend to drive these like a Stiggy's going to be watching. I tend to drive these like a Gr.3 car, so I'm hoping it's going to be similar. Crikey. Well, now I'm starting to realise why some people are finding the back end to be very, very twitchy on this one. Just accelerating out that corner, that back end just completely switched on me. So we'll do a couple of laps. I'm just going to need to take this easy and not hoon it around like a hooligan. Ooh. Okay, I thought I might have been able to go through there in fifth in this. Alas not. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do very well in this one. Right, a couple of minutes and then we'll be going racing. It's all well and good me sitting there commentating saying, oh, Greg's got the back end of the car loose and number one Pop's got it sideways. I'm now starting to realise why. This thing is lively, very, very lively indeed. Mad Mikey with a 129.788. You see, he's not rubbish. He's good. All he needs is a decent race and he'll be right up there on the podium. Jack Kobe just stealing that fastest lap away. Ugh. Hello, Drake Fury. Good evening. Get around, come on. Ooh. Yeah, not sure quite how. Ooh, I think I need a bit more of a warm-up, but not got the time because we're going to be going racing in just a moment. We've got 13 runners in this one. Jack Kobe and Wheels Racing, Greg White, Mad Mikey, me, Libiath, Hulky, Winston Churchill, Borky, number one, Henny, Nixie's joined us. Stiggy is going to be watching this one, and this is going to be my one race of the night. So, hopefully, we will have a good one. That is my hope. Right, let's get into this and see how things pan out. So, got a 5-minute qualifier, so I have got 5 more minutes just to get settled in. Oh, come on, get around, get around. I don't think I've ever raced a Gr.2 car around here, honestly. Not the easiest. Oh, sticks like glue through the chicane of death though. Got to really lean on the tyres in this. Although it's really making my steering wheel work. Practically wrestling it through some of these corners. Right, that's the outlap done. Got a little bit slow through there. Oh, that's hard in the wall. We caught the curve there big time. We've lost Mikey again. He was setting a really good corner, a really good lap earlier on. I've just completely barreled that into the chicane of death. So I've got damage, offset steering wheel and everything. After saying we could go through there. Good evening, Nixie. I need this damage to clean up because at the moment it's slowing me down. There it goes. I think this is going to hurt me in this qualifier. We'll have a mix of cars for you tomorrow, Mikey. Get them published as quick as I can in the morning. I need to look up and see the race definitions that were shared with me a while ago. Hopefully I've saved them somewhere. So it'll be the Suzuki's tomorrow, and then it will be the MR2s next Friday. And we're also going to be doing an Audi TT evening one day next week. So Mikey, that'll be right up your street, being the Audi guy. Whoa, nearly. I nearly dropped that there. So you'll need to make sure your internet is completely robust for that one, my friend. I know there's nothing you can do about that. It is what it is, isn't it? But I'm hoping you're going to have a good race night that night in the TT. Feels slower. It's quicker actually. We need to have a really good chicane of death here. Should we try it flat? Fourth at the moment. Oh, might have got a mover. We did. We're third at the minute. Half a second off of Wheels. Libyath in front and running at the moment. So Libyath could potentially go top of the tree. Who else is running? Henny, Hulky could unseat me. Oh, Jack Kobe's out there, and number one Pops easily could do as well. And unfortunately, we've lost Mad Mikey in this one, which is a real shame. And gonna be an interesting one. So we're doing 11 laps around here, and we have got to run both the racing hard and the racing medium tyres in this one. Somebody's trying to beat me up on track here at the moment. I'm being bashed around all over the place. I'm pretty sure that that is my mate Jack Kobe doing that. Adders ate the wall on the fast section. Oh, not good, not good, not good. Right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to say tyres to everybody. And then we are going to be starting the race at 4 minutes past. 4 minutes past, we will start this one. Oh. Right, see how we go. Coda's in the room, so no doubt he's going to want to go out at some point. Oh, you can guarantee that. I have no doubt during this race. What do we got? We've got 21 people watching, and I've only got 12 likes. If you haven't already, could you smack the like button for this one? If there's anybody out there that hasn't subscribed, I don't often ask, but please subscribe. I'm fed up of being stuck on 5,529. It's like 2930, 2930, 29. It's going up and down, up and down, up and down like a yoga. I think the trolls are out there and they're subscribing, unsubscribing, subscribing and unsubscribing. I think that's the case. Although there could potentially be a few people unsubscribing for reasons that are not of their own making, shall we say. Let's just leave it like that at the moment. Right, okay, we are set to go. Wheels Racing and Libyath are going to lead us away on the front row. I'm on row number 2 with Borky, which is good. Winston Churchill and Henny on 3. Hulky and Greg White on 4. Nixie and Jack Kobe on 5. And number one Pops off the back at the moment. Stiggy watching this one. Let's get this one underway and we'll see how we do. Again, if you do destroy somebody's race, guys, please give the place back. Please put that radar on and be aware of people around you, especially through the chicane of death. And just also be aware of people clattering into the wall when you're coming through. You don't want to be a wreck on the wreck if you can help it. The game is not great at ghosting people that kill themselves through the chicane of death. So I am all too familiar with careering into the back of somebody through there. Let's hope that doesn't happen tonight. Oh, I got a really slow reaction there. That said, so did Wheels. Libyath's got a good reaction time. Let's not go too deep into the first one. Oh no, I've gone round. That's it, it's all over. I think I could be spectating this one. I think I'm going to be far too far behind the guys. I just did not want to, just wanted to spin out of that corner. Did not want to do anything other than swap ends. Hopefully everybody will keep racing, because I may well, if I can't get into this, go and spectate, because it will be a brilliant race, I have no doubt. Where are we? We're 10 off with number 1 Pops at the moment. I think I just got a bit over eager on the loud pedal. Oh, and again. Oh my gosh, this car does not want to go in a straight line. Nixie's had a moment too. Okay, let me keep going. I'll have a race with Nixie if I can catch. Yellow flag up into this corner, so somebody else having a moment. Looks like that was Henny. Whoa! I'm not sure what was going on. Oh, I've got a 4-second penalty now. What was that all about? The car just stopped on the track. Oh my word, not one for me. Mad Mikey's had a disaster of a night. I'm having a disaster of a night. In the one race I've decided to do. We got the yellow flag up again. What is going on tonight? Is that number 1 Pops in the wall as well? A massive penalty for colliding with somebody. I don't quite know what all that was about, but let me just come around and put these medium tyres on and be done with it. What a strange race. Absolutely crazy. And whoever I hear, I don't know quite what all that was about, but I'm really sorry. I just come around the corner and looked at the chat, looked up, and suddenly there was a car in front of me. Just, oh, it's Henny. No worries, my friend. It's fine. It happens. If you are going to wait for somebody, though, just do it off the racing line. That said, I should probably have had my eyes on the racetrack at all times. But when you're streaming, that is part of the problem. There's so many things to look at. OBS to make sure it's running okay. The chat, where people are, deltas to commentate. There's just so much to do when you're streaming. Come on, bring out the violins. That didn't sound like a violin, did it? Maybe I should rethink that one. Jack will tell me I should have a little sound thingy on my thing that plays a little violin when something like that happens. Right, where are we? Winston Churchill's 5.3 down the road. We could just see him there. So this is a little bit game on at the moment. Oh, another yellow flag up. What is going on with all the yellow flags? We've had so many yellow flags in this one. Looks like Nixie disappearing into the pits as well. I've seen so many yellow flags in a race in the longest time. So this became a brilliant race in the Gr.4s. It was outstanding in the Gr.3s, and it's been an absolute nightmare for most people in the Gr.2s. And I'm not really seeing any battles on track other than, oh, what I was about to say was the one in front of us. Number 1 Pops, I think, has just killed himself into the barrier there. I'm now chasing down Winston Churchill, and looking at the mini-map, it's not an awful lot more mega battles on track. Ooh, nearly dropped it. Wheels Racing in for tyres. Looks like somebody else heavily into the chicane of death there. Looked like it was a car potentially sideways and rotated around. I am 22 seconds faster on this lap. Can you believe that? 22 seconds. It's a bit insane. Oh, Winston Churchill kills himself. He's off. So we find ourselves in 6th place from an absolute disaster in the first corner. Coming out of it, I put the power down and the car just decided to rotate the other way. And now I've got settled down. We find ourselves somehow in 6th place. We've done our pit stop and we are 12 seconds behind Greg out front. So some significant way to go yet. But are the yellow flags behind us? Or are there going to be any more issues with the guys up front, I wonder? Who knows? So Libiath is your leader at the moment with Jacoby behind and Wills in 3rd. Then we've got Gr.4 4th, Greg in 5th, I'm in 6th, and the other guys are behind. 10 ahead of number 1 Pops, who we just saw taking early bath into the barrier. Whoa! That was close. Whew. That was a squeaky bottom moment, that was. So, Greg 13 seconds away, so the guys up front are in quite a battle. I'm 35 seconds off of Libiath at the moment. I don't know if they've pitted, of course. They might not have pitted. Oh, we've got yet another yellow flag up. I think I'm far enough back that we won't know too much about that one. Might have just been a gravel one, I think, because I've not really closed up on anybody. Oh, yeah, I guess so. 8.5 seconds to Greg. So if Greg does that another 2 times, there's a possibility I might catch him. Another 2 times, that's bad English. If Greg does that twice more, then there's an opportunity that we might be able to close up and do something, but the chances of that happening are very, very slim. Libiath in for the tyres. I'm too far back to be able to do anything about that in this one, I am sure. Oh, on the curbs again. This car does not like that curb on the way in. You catch the curb and it just launches it towards the barrier. And maybe that's why we're having a few yellow flags through there, maybe. So we're now 12.5 off of Greg White after we clobbered the wall. Libiath in 4th, Jacoby out front, Will 2nd and Borky 3rd at the moment. Again, I'm not quite sure what is happening with regards to pit stops. So we'll keep on pushing and just see what we can do. Try and keep it going in a straight line, Mitch. Don't throw it off the track. And Greg is got that big old gap back again after I had that little incident. So he's got nothing to worry about. Going down towards the big right-hander at the bottom here, and I'm only just at the top of it. Just getting more and more confident with this car all the time through there. Fortunately, a bit hit and miss through the chicane of death though. And my voice has just gone. 59 years young and my voice has decided to break. Oh, stay out the wall. Crikey, O'Reilly. Looks like there could have been an issue for 1 or 2 of the cars up front here. Borky now 5.4. I think he's with Greg, so I don't know whether those two have had an incident, but we're on lap 8, and if I can get a wriggle on here, I might be able to get into a bit of a battle with Borky. That would be good. Good to see Borky back racing with us again. Got a lot going on in his life at the moment, which means he doesn't get much time to race. So I know that these race nights are precious to him. He can have a good battle. It's my work done. But the big question is, can I get on the back of him? He's very quick. Where are we? 1.6 now. Behind. We are closing, but not quickly enough. It's got Greg in front of him here. Right, can I get through the chicane of death cleanly? Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Oh, a little bit wibbly wobbly over the curbs. Weebles wobble, but they didn't fall down on that occasion. Get around there. Not on the grass, not on the grass. No, we're on the grass. Oh, we were just doing okay, and now we've let Borky run away again. It's going to be 3.5 seconds. Oh no, that was an opportunity, and we've just completely and utterly fluffed it. Mitchell Morgan, clown of the night, strikes again. Amateur night in this NSX from Mr. Morgan. Borky putting the pressure on for me to catch, and overdid it, overcooked it. Well, Greg's had a moment. Lap 9, and he's just ahead of me. That section through there is insane. If you can get it right in the NSX, it is just beautiful. Absolutely incredible. Oh, Greg having another moment off the curb there. Oh, he's in the wall. I backed off to give him loads of room, and he popped it in the wall. Greg's going to want that place back. He's going to come back at me in a moment. Don't put it in the grass, Mitch. We're up to 5th, but Greg is half a second behind. Where's Borky? 3.3 down the road. We've got 2 to go. So I've got to be 2 seconds a lap faster than Borky. That ain't not going to happen, especially if I go in too deep like that. .9. Going quicker, half a second quicker. Going to have to be super brave through here. Oh, nearly on the curb. No, that's off, that's off. Oh, no. Oh, we went through there a couple of times really nicely earlier on. That time we binned it massively. Let's goose that. Number 1 pop's just going through. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. You've obviously got to get that line absolutely perfect to do that through there. I think I might have changed up into 6th gear and caused me a bit of grief there, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Oh, so 2 places lost. We could have been doing okay there. Alas, it didn't happen. Oh, Greg is slowing down. I don't know what that's all about. Where's Borky? I think he's in 4th and going well. Jack Kobe Wilson, Libiatha 1, 2, 3. We're on the final lap here. Greg just throwing up sparks in my face at the moment. Oh, he's Puts it into the curb there. Oh, he's got a big slide on the exit. Come on, get around, get around. Almost overshot the corner there. I backed out and lifted there. Haven't got the confidence now after chucking it off the road. You can see Greg quicker than me through there when he's got the confidence. This race has been a bit of a disaster for me. I might have to do Bathurst. Did say I was only going to do one, but I might have to do Bathurst to restore my confidence and my faith in myself. Seventh, we should have done a lot better than that. Two issues through the chicane of death. One on the first corner. Oh man, alive. Oh no, I didn't. I tried to get him behind Greg and I couldn't. Greg got sixth. I got seventh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh no, that was not good on my part. Not good at all. Not good at all. Need to try much harder than that. And a bit of a strange one, that one. We've had two really good close races on the Seaside race where everybody's come together towards the end, and in that one it didn't really look like it happened. So maybe the GR2s around Seaside is a bit of a the GR4s, massive double thumbs up. The GR3s, again, a double thumbs up, but the GR2s not for me. I struggled around there. And Deadpool, I'm going to have an early night. Good night, everyone. Have some good races. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you jumping in and racing with us this evening. And yeah, interesting. I really do need to try and sort that one out. Was not good. Your result, Jack Covey was your winner. A 125.973 in the fastest lap. Wheels up there in second with a 126.184, and Libyath in third with a 128.4. Borky with a fine, better than fine, a really nice fourth. And number one Pops in fifth. I got sixth. Greg in seventh. Winston Churchill in eighth. Nixie in ninth. Hulky struggling in 10th. And Henny with a DNF on that one. I don't know why Henny why did Henny DNF on that? I'm not quite sure. I'm not seeing any reason. So let me just pop Henny into the DNF register, and hopefully Henny will let me know a little bit later on what that was about. So just pop that one in the registrar for the moment. Hopefully they'll say, and then we'll take that one out. Right, so yeah, your top three for that one was Jack Covey, Wills and Libyath. Well done to you guys. Right, as I said, I wasn't going to do two races because, yeah, just because, but I might give this one a go. Okay. Hulky said, Mitch, I was following PSR rules. I wasn't sure if it was net code, so I waited and it just went carnage. So I went and stayed in the pit. It's been a difficult night tonight, Hulky. It really is a difficult night tonight. I think that we've got some server issues, if I'm perfectly honest, this evening. So just keep on running, keep racing, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes tonight. And I'm not seeing too many people lagging. It seems reasonably okay, but I want to race Hulky in this one if I can. So we're just going to go into the race. One of the things I'm going to do here very, very, very quickly is change it to set by host. And then I will set it, and then we'll get going fairly quickly. As I said, I'm going to try and do this one. If I need to bail halfway through, I will. Oh, Jack Kobe's gone in the GT1. That's an interesting choice. Don't see that car out very often. A very, very interesting choice for that one. I'm just wondering if the NSX is going to be a little bit slippery around this track. I'm really not quite sure. Right, I need to change the grid order. I've got Hulky, Borky and number 1 to join in just a moment. Jack Kobe's changing the car. He's decided not to go for that. I'll tell you what I might actually do is, because that car is a little bit slippery, I might give the Lexus a go. The McLaren's not going to be any good. I was thinking about the Audi, but I'm not very good at holding down the buttons, so I might go with the Lexus in this one. We certainly don't want to be going with those tyres, and just see how the Lexus goes. Right, where are we? Let's change the grid order. Looks like most people are in, so I'm going to pop Jack at the back. Stiggy, I'll bring him up forwards a bit. Wills is also going to the back. Greg has been on it tonight. He's going to go towards the back too. Nixie will bring up front. I'm going to go about the middle. Winston towards the front as well. Libyath has been pretty quick as well this evening. Penny there. Orky ahead of me. Hulky behind me because he's quicker. I need a little bit of help here. Number 1 Pops has had a bit of a mare. Let's pop him up with Borky. So we've got Jack Kobe, Wills Racing, Greg White, Libyath, Hulky, me, number 1 Pops, Borky, Stiggy, Winston Churchill, Henny and Nixie. As always, guys, please be careful on the way through. If you are at the back of the grid, we want clean overtakes. And I am going to start this race. Is going to be starting at past. 30 on this one. Should be around about a 15-minute race, I would think, and then we have 15 minutes for the last one. Ada says, I do love pulling my wheel off the desk going into a corner. Don't wrestle it quite so much. Number 1 Pops wants to go at the back. Okay, no worries. Where's number 1 Pops? Done. Done. Adders is not gelling with his Gr.2 cars at all. They are quite difficult. I don't know how you... yeah. This has been the challenge tonight. This has been the challenge, is who can master these cars. The other challenge with 16 likes is... am I up to the challenge of getting the other 9 of you to hit the like button? If you wouldn't mind, I would be very, very, very grateful. As I said that, as soon as I said likes, somebody disappeared. So Nixie, bear with me, not much time on Bathurst. It is a cracking track. It's a really, really, really good one. Right, there we go. It is time. Right, we're going to start the race. As I said, guys, if you could smack that like button, it will really, really, really help me. No end, and I will be very, very grateful. And Adders, don't pull your wheel off the desk. Tighten it down more. Get some screws and screw it through with some bolts. You might get into trouble, but I do know what it's like. I used to have my wheel on a desk. Best thing I ever did was getting a rig. Not obviously something that everybody can do. I'm very fortunate, but boy, does it make a difference when you've got it mounted to a rig and everything's solid. Right, let's go. Whoa. Oh, I'm trying to watch the radar because everything's all over the place here at the moment. Oh. Trying to stay out of trouble. Remember, we got the faster guys coming through from the back. Oh, I'm in the wall hard. Ugh. Oh, on the curb. Oh, somebody going round in front of me as well. Oh. Can't quite find a way past Nixie at the moment. Got a good run out the corner though. A very, very good run out the corner. Interesting first few corners. Don't think I killed anybody. Got a bit of a bump into the first corner, and well, I was trying to stay out of trouble, and then somebody was going round across the top of the mountain, but I think they did ghost, thankfully. So I think we're okay to continue to run. At least I hope I'm okay to run. Libiath out front at the moment. I've got wheels behind me, so one of the PSR aliens. And I'm not quite sure where Kobe is. I'm not seeing Jack yet. So we're setting purple times. I'm going to try and stay with William and see if he will get me up on the back of Libiath here. Oh, into the wall again there a little bit, just a little bit too deep into that corner. Just, oh crikey, this thing is slippery. Nearly dropped it again there. I'm not the only one to have done that. There's been a few people dropping it. Yeah, this is a handful. Whose idea was it to do a Gr.2 night? Give me my Gr.4s back. I want to get back into the I want to get into the Gr.3s, but I want to see how I race in the in that Genesis. Oh, Williams right on the back of Libiath. I don't know if Libiath has had a moment. Those two are locked together in battle at the moment. Two and a half seconds ahead of me at the moment. They do get in a battle. Is there anything I can do to close up, I wonder? They're going to slow each other down, or they're going to work together. Could do with somebody behind me working with me. Where's Kobe when I need him? He is right behind me now, Kobe. Oh, Libiath has had a moment. Oh. Old man Stu, good evening. I can't read that comment. I'm in a ding-dong battle here. I'm going to have Jack Kobe on my backside any moment. Right, let's not get into the wall again. Oh, Libiath with a big old slide there. And another one. I'm trying to get my radar back. I've just caught the button with my thumb. Not an easy thing to do as you're going over the mountain up at Bathurst. We'll try and glance at the chat as we go down the main straight, down the hill. At the moment, I'm just trying to stay with Libiath. Wheels Racing just getting away from us a little bit at the moment. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Need to be quick on the gas here. Elantras for life, Mitch says old man Stu. I'm not a great fan of the Elantra. Give me the G70 every day of the week. I did ask Hulky the other day when we were racing. I said, oh, can I race the G70 instead of the Elantra? But he didn't get back to me and say yes. So I'm assuming that's a no. I know it's a no. I'm tongue-in-cheek. I did buy my new Elantra yesterday, though. It's been bought. It's got my new livery on it. The Mondeo livery that Hulky's done for me. Bought a brand new car so I can leave that livery on it for always and always and always. We've got Kobe behind now. He's stupidly fast, is Jack Kobe. It's crazy how quick he is. Whoever said you can't race on a controller, just go and talk to Jack and he'll tell you. Keep it out the wall this time, Mitch. Where's the Cove Star? He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh, he's not just right behind me, he's on me. I thought I did all right out of that corner. Alas, not quite clearly. Although little bumps, not huge big bumps. Just little bumps, which is good news. Big bumps means I'm really too slow. Little bumps means slipstream and I did reasonably okay. Not good enough, but reasonably okay. Oh, that's going to be a big bump. That's awful. Through goes the coaster. Now, oh, big slide through that corner. Possibly dirty air there. So that is the podium place gone. I've got Borky 6 seconds behind me. Wheels out front. Jack will be wanting to get that place back. He did say to me earlier on in the Discord, could we do an extra couple of laps, Mitch? Because coming through from the back, I need an extra couple. And I said, no, your challenge is to come through from last to first in the laps available. Well, he's already done it tonight. Can he do it again tonight? I don't know quite how far behind he is. He's 2 seconds ahead of me and I'm 6 behind Will, so he's about 4, if my maths are right, while I'm coming through the mountain behind, and we've got 1 lap to go. So I think he's got his work cut out, but that is the challenge, and he's got to get past Libyath as well into the process. So he's going to need to get that move done very, very quickly and then get on after Will's. And I need to be quiet and shut up and get on with this because I can't race and think, because this car is complete monster. Jack Kobe making a move on Libyath now. He needs to get that move done so he can get after Wills. I think he should have got that done going down here, but Libyath is fighting it hard. Still side by side as we go into this corner at the bottom. I think Jack will have the advantage on the way out. It should be job done. It looks like it is job done. Too far ahead of me at the moment as I'm bouncing off the rev limiter while I'm jibber-jabbing instead of concentrating. Nearly dropped it again there into the barrier. Gives him a little bit more. So Jack Kobe is now free to run. I don't know how far behind he is now, because obviously I've got Libyath in front of me that is masking the time between Kobe and Wills. We can only look at the mini-map, and Wills is comfortably out front at the moment. But, well, Jack will be on a Kobe charge, won't he? He'll be dialing that Kobe juice up to the max. My challenge tonight was to come from the back to the front in 6 laps. Oh, we've binned it bad. Guys, I've binned it on the mountain again. Oh, we were going great. Oh, Sorry, Hulky. Trying to get out of the way of everybody. Unghosted at the wrong time. Oh, we were doing well, and then it all went wrong. Getting the story of my life tonight. Damage on the front and damage on the rear at the moment. Trouble is, when you're in that situation on the mountain, it's trying to stay out of the way. It was hard. I thought I'd try and reverse and let the guys go towards the front of me, but unfortunately Hulky came round just as I ghosted, and boom, the other two went through. That would have given Hulky damage on the front. Tell you what, Borky's having a battle with somebody as well. Last lap here. I'm not going to get anywhere close to Hulky. He's on it. Wheels just ahead of Jack Kobe. Wonder how close Jack got to Wheels. Whether he put him under any pressure at the end there. Oh, unfortunately, binning it there. I was on for a nice fourth, but dropped it over the mountain. A lack of concentration, and as many of you say, I need to don the headphones and shut my mush and just race. But then other people say, Mitch, it's not so fun when you go quiet. It's nice to see you racing, but you need to race fast and jibber jabber at the same time. We want a bit of both. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, but I'm not that good. I'm not Rory Alexander yet. I'm still trying, but we're still not there just yet. Guys, we've got 26 of you watching. Could the 7 of you that haven't please smack the like button? I'd be really, really, really grateful. Really grateful. And if anybody out there that hasn't subbed, I'd love to get up into the 30s. I'm going up and down like a yo-yo right now. It's driving me bonkers. Libyath, Jack, do lessons for the controller players. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Right. What's happened here? Something's gone a bit wrong here. Let's just save the replay. But, all locked up on my screen for some reason there. Not quite sure why. We'll try and do a replay. I must clear out my replays because I haven't done that in a while as well. Ads on, I think on that note, I'm going to call it a night. May not be on for the rest of the week now. Massive shoot on Sunday to prepare for now. Good night all. What massive shoot? What do you shoot, my friend? Oh, Hulky, Mitch, you unghosted on me there. I know, I knew exactly what happened, mate. The first two went through. I was trying to stay out of the way, and then you unghosted, and it was just a T-bone. There was nothing that you could do. Absolutely diddly squat. And I'm sorry for wrecking your race, because you were with the other two, so I apologise for that. But I did shout out. I dropped it on the mountain. You was ghosted. As soon as I came past, the ghost came off. Oh, it's a pain when it does that. Wheels Racing was your winner, though, with a 130.183. Jack Kobe, the fastest lap, a 148.439. Just 2.2 seconds off the win there. So Jack would have been really pushing hard. Libyath in third with a 151.085. Borky with a fine. Borky's been going great tonight. Look at that. Fourth place ahead of Greg White in fifth. Hulky sixth ahead of me in seventh. Number one Pops having a bit of a mare tonight in eighth. Stiggy in ninth. Winston Churchill 10th. Nixie 11th. Henny in 12th. Wheels and Jack and Libyath, you're 1, 2, 3. Right, we are going to be going into the last one of the night. I will set the grid order. Load to settings. That one's the one I want. My brain is just not working tonight at all. Set by host is what I want to do. Change the settings. So I will not be racing this. I'd love to race Suzuka, but my back and my head are killing me right now. And I can't concentrate. As you saw, concentration is being a bit of a pain. Adder's got all generations of Civic Type R's in Champ White, both Gen Intras Type R's in Champ White, and got the red NSX and a Honda dealership to use. I'll send some highlights of the Sunday in the Discord. Okay, I'm missing something, but there we go. That sounds cool anyway. Jack Kobe just wants a couple of minutes. And Adders, I'm guessing for it, man, it's going to be so good. I'm missing something with Adders. Yeah, something going on at the week. Oh, a car photo shoot. Sorry. Of course, a car photo shoot. Well, you got a load of Civics lined up. Be good to see. Will be good to see them. I hope it all goes well. Get that polarizer filter on it. Makes a huge difference. I used to shoot cars when many years ago, and I used to have terrible trouble with reflections. And then somebody said to me, well, he just walked up to me, a guy I know, and he just held this polarizing filter in front of my lens, and suddenly my image just went poof, and I never looked back. It did cost me a small fortune because the polarizing filter I bought was horrendously expensive. But yeah, all good. So we're just waiting for Jack Kobe to come back and for Wills to join. And yeah, good luck, my friend. Hope it goes well. Hope it goes well with the photo shoot. Right. Jack's ticked in. Does that mean he's back? I don't know if that means that Jack is back or not. Theoretically, I mean, Wills isn't ticked. Oh, Wills is changed his car. Theoretically, if he's ticked in, it means he's back. So it should be. Oh no, he's not back. He's not back. Jack, the best thing to do is not tick in, and then I know to wait. And then when you tick in, I know we're good to go. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Oh, Sim Racing's in. We've not seen Sim in a while. Good evening, my friend. Good evening. Welcome. We've not seen Nest Sim Racing for a good couple of weeks, I think. So good to see he's back in the lobby and racing. So in this one we have got Borky, Holky, Libiath, Greg White, Jack Kobe, Wills, Grenster, and Nest Sim Racing is just joining us. And then we will be getting going. We're still stuck on 29 on the subscriber count. I think I'm going to have to contact YouTube and say, what are you doing to me? It's going up and down like a yo-yo. I do have a fairly good idea. Rita, good evening. Just watching the last race. Go for the win, Mitch. I'm not actually racing in this one, Rita. I was going to do one. I pushed myself to do two, but yeah, I need to be careful. So I am not doing this one. And just as the week's gone on, my head has got just more and more pressure, and just really want to get it sorted now. I've got an appointment at the end of June to see the neurologist, and also they're going to write to me with the MRI results. Oh, sorry for the sneeze, which you didn't hear because I managed to mute. But right, we're at Suzuka. We are at Suzuka and we are lights out. It's getting dark. We've gone from morning to evening again. So this will be getting a little bit darker, and obviously the track is going to be cooler. Could be a little bit more slippery. So we'll see how we go in this one. But it's Borky and Holky that go through the first corner ahead and into the S's ahead of the best of the rest. So we'll just let them go through the S's, and then we'll have a little look and see where people are in this one. I don't think I set the order. I've just gone straight into this race this evening. but you can see it is darker, and it's not going to get any lighter, this one. So Borky is finding himself well, now it is 1.5 seconds ahead of Hulky. That is a bit of a bottleneck here. He's got Libiath 0.2 behind, Greg is 0.4, Wills is 0.5, Grenster's 0.4, Jack Kobe's 0.2, and then Nest Sim Racing just off the back at the moment, struggling a little bit with that car. But Borky is absolutely run. I don't know what is up with Borky tonight. He's not been racing with us for ages. He's working like a stupid human being at the moment on the house and other things. He's got a lot going on, which means he's not been able to race with us. And he's just jumped in, and he's absolutely lighting the place up tonight. And now finishing this one, what is he, 2.2 ahead? Have we got a Suzuka King in the room here? Well, just behind we've got Hulky, Wills and Libiath that are locked together, the three of them. They're in a bit of a battle, and hopefully this will all be good. And Jack Kobe and Greg White are joining this one as well, just off the back of this. So this is going to be a 5-car battle any time soon. And at the moment, Borky is out front. I don't know why. Borky's got a white light in his window. Wills has got none. Hulky's got a red one. Libiath has got a light that's flashing white. What is the light in the top corner of the car for? I really don't know. It's not in the Audi. It only seems to be on the, possibly on the Lexus. Is that when they're harnessing power or something? I'm not quite sure. Borky, you're 2.5 seconds. You're making the others look silly, my friend. Come on, keep it on it. I'm going to leave Borky alone to concentrate. I do not want commentators' curse kicking in here. I'll jump on board with Wills, and we'll have commentators' curse. He'll be doing a 360 spin in a moment. I hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't. But I'll tell you what, he's got Jack Kobe behind him already. Jack 1.1 behind Wills. Jack is on a flyer. We won't really know the lap times until the end of this one, and we're only approaching Spoon at the moment. Be very interesting to see what the lap time is between Borky and Jack Kobe. And Borky just having a bit of a slower lap a little bit there through Spoon. Just losing a tad, and Wills has got the gap down to 1.5 at the moment. But he's got Jack Kobe on his back bumper now. Jack is just 0.8 behind. Hulky is 1.5 seconds back from Jack Kobe. So you can see that the brake discs are glowing massively. The exhausts are spitting fire on all of these cars at the moment. Hulky sliding around through the corner exit yet again. He's absolutely loving that car, dancing it like it's on ice, I think. Hulky, we're in a racing car on tarmac at Suzuka. You're not doing a nice dance on an ice skating rink, my friend. Let's just get that one out of the way so we understand. He's going good. Right, Borky, 1.1 now. Wills has really got the bit between his teeth. That Audi really spitting fire out of the side of it through the corners. Not just a little puff. It's like a fire-breathing dragon, that Audi. I think Borky's he's in the Lexus, which is just as bad. That is breathing fire out the side. Borky! Oh, my word. That was close. He's lost a lot of ground to the cars behind through there. Right, Borky now needs to go defensive and keep those cars behind us. Jack Kobe. Oh, no! Jack's just killed Borky. No! Oh, Wills is now out 2 seconds ahead, and Borky's now down in 7th. Oh, that was shaping up to be brilliant, and oh no. How come Jack is pushing on? How come Jack is not? What's going on tonight? Okay, Hulky in 3rd. We'll look at the chat at the end of this one and see what all that was about. But it looked to me as if yeah, I'm not going to say too much because commentator often gets it wrong. Grenster's in this one, so I didn't even notice that Grenster was in this. He is in third. I'm just going up the start inside of Hulkie to get third place. He's 1.5 off of the on the back of Jacoby. And where is Borky? Down in 7th at the moment after going so very well out front. And he's got Libyath right behind him at the moment. So Will's out front by 0.4 of a second, and Jack trying very hard to chase down and catch. Grenster in third, and Hulkie in fourth at the moment. All settling down a little bit at the moment. Jack right on the back of Wills now. These two way out front of the rest, and it's a lovely little battle still going on at the back here. Libyath and Borky are having quite the battle at the back here. This might be for last place, but these two are really going for it. Borky's trying to recover from that lead position. Sim Racing in 6th. Greg White is in 5th in this one. He's chasing down Hulkie, who's 1 second ahead, and Hulkie's 1.3 off of Libyath. And Hulkie has been taking the odd 1/10 of a second out of Grenster, I think. I said Libyath, didn't I? My brain tonight is frazzled. This is why I'm not racing too much tonight. I'm really struggling to concentrate. I can't even read what's on the screen at the moment. It's that bad. But Wills is out front by 1/2 a second. Jacoby 3 seconds ahead of Grenster, and he's just keeping Hulkie honest. Hulkie just falling back a little bit through the S's to 1.3. It has been 1 second to 1.1 through most of the lap, and Hulkie gets it back to just on the 1 second. So Hulkie having a really good second half of the S's there to get that one back, and Grenster's now back on it, the gap back out to 1.3. So the gap between Grenster and Hulkie ebbing and flowing between the GTR and the Lexus. Greg still tucked up behind Hulkie at the moment. Oh, both of them getting a little bit sideways. Sim Racing also getting a little bit slippery on the exit there. Out front though, it is Wills still ahead of Jacoby. Jack's not managed to find a way through yet. Bit of a power slide on the mid of the spoon there from Jacoby, and Wills looking very nicely planted. They go through 130R. Of course, no lift, no lights. These Gr.2s very grippy on these medium tyres. Brake lights are glowing in the heat. The flames spitting out the back of Jacoby's car. You could toast bread on that flame coming out there. You could fry sausages and do yourself a lovely little fry up on the back of Jacoby's car there. I tell you what, Wills Racing though, equally flames spitting out the back of Wills Racing. This car, we're on the last lap. They're coming through the S's now. Jacoby's yet to find a way through. Grenster's 2.1 ahead of Greg, who has got ahead of Hulkie, but Hulkie's just behind. 1.8 ahead of Sim Racing, who's 10 ahead of Libyath, and Libyath has still got Borky with him 1.7 behind. And it is Jacoby still chasing down chasing down Wills, and not able to find a way through at this precise moment in time. Grenster not able to make any headway on the two guys out front. Wills Racing soaking up the pressure beautifully. We're on the last lap. He's got Spoon, 130R, the chicane, and the finishing line. What can Wills do to hold Jacoby behind? So Jacoby's come through the pack. He's managed to catch up with Wills, but as is often the case in motor racing, catching is one thing, passing is another. And if Wills can just keep this defensive, he should be fine. He's 1/2 a second ahead going into 130R. They won't break through there. It's now all about the chicane. How brave is Jack? How brave is Wills? Jack closes right up. Wills takes it a tad conservatively. Jack's got a lovely exit. Oh, is Jack going to get him on the line? That's awfully tight on the line. I nearly swore there. 0.003 on the line between Jack Kobe and Wills Racing. It doesn't get much closer than that. And Jack had to do that from the very, very, very back. Jack wants to see a replay of the crash, so I'm suspecting that it was not, Jack was not involved in the crash, which is why he's carried on and he's calling out the commentator. But the commentator can only call out what he sees, not necessarily what actually happens. So, but wow, what a finish there on the line between Jack Kobe and Wills. I bet Wills has got the biggest smile on his face, not just for getting the win, but also for holding Jack Kobe back for so long. And I bet Jack's got a big smile on his face as well, because that move around the outside was inspired. Whoever thought you'd be able to get around the outside through that final turn and then go across the line pretty much neck and neck? Absolutely phenomenal. William, so Jack says, also the dirty air behind you was horrendous. Grenson says, Will has to get an air purifier when you're behind him. And then William says, no, Jack, I'm just too fast. Loving it. Right, the result there, Wills Racing, a 146.486, and the winner by 0.009 of a second. Jack Kobe with the fastest lap, a 146.068 in second. Gr.2 in third with a 146.850. Greg White in fourth, Hulky fifth, Sim Racing in sixth, Libath in seventh, Borky in eighth. And I just want to do a massive shout out to Borky. He's not raced with us for a while. He's got an awful lot going on and just held out front for the longest time. Borky's gone very quiet in the chat. I hope he's okay. And Jack Kobe saying, unlucky Borky, I tried to save you. So it looks like Borky was dropping it. William's got a crying face for Borky. And I hope he's okay. He's not talking in the chat. Right, let's just come out of that one then, because that is the last one of the night. And there you go. He's in. Okay, hang on a second. Hulky said, Tokyo, pretty please, smashy bashy. Where are we? We got time. We've got time. We've got time. Go on, we'll do a quick one. I'm not going to race. I'm not going to do this one. And I'm going to reduce it down. I'm going to do 5 laps. And then we'll get into that replay. And let's just make sure. Midnight, strong, boost is on, none off. Right, let's change the event settings. Normally I do these because they're very, very difficult to commentate. And they're just really fun to watch. But I'm not going to in this one. And I'm going to get this one underway as soon as everybody is ready to go. Jack Kobe, we will look at the replay. We'll look at the replay after this one. Can we see the incident? I want my name cleared. I apologise right now if I've obviously called it out wrong, and I do apologise. I really do apologise. Camera angle, it just, yeah. And Borky, thank you, Mitchell. I needed this. It's been a while. Thank you all for the good races tonight. Lots of fun. That's good to hear. Good to hear. And a deep apology to Jack Kobe. When I'm commentating, I can only call what I see. And occasionally the camera angles are slightly off. And it just looked like Jack had gone up the inside of Borky and just got into the side of him and turned him round. Clearly, that isn't what happened. Have we got anybody joining this one? It looks like we're in the GR3s. I'll leave it as GR3s. Do you want GR3s or GR2s, guys? It ought to be GR2s. We're on a GR2 night, aren't we? Oh, I'm gonna annoy everybody. They're all gonna shout at me. You watch in the chat in a minute now. It'll be Mitchell. You watch. 3, 2, 1. It's not happened yet. It's not. In a minute, somebody's going to shout. Somebody's going to holler at me. Yep. So yeah, we'll go. It had to be Gr.2s, really, didn't it? It needed to be Gr.2s. Right, we've got Jack Kobe, Wills Racing, Greg White, Libiath, Hulky, and Borky in this one. Oof. As soon as Borky's in, we will get this one underway. 5 laps around here rather than the normal 8, because I'll just get into the replay afterwards and clear Jack's name. Borky, are you doing this one, my friend? Yes, he is. There we go. Right, let's start the race. We've got Jack Kobe, Wills Racing, Greg White, Libiath, Hulky, and Borky. 6 runners that are going to pulverize each other. They are going to smash each other to absolute pieces. But who will be the victor, and who will be doing the best smashing, crashing, and whatever. I'll put the display all on. Although, what's going to happen off the line? Are they all going to race away, or are we going to get shenanigans? Well, you just know that there's going to be shenanigans, and we're going to see that in just a moment when all the lights go out. And I bet that Jack's going to go backwards as he is, and Wills is going backwards. So that's one way of getting to the back of the grid. Oh, somebody's just turned Jack Kobe around. Oh, whoever did that, kudos. And poor old Borky finds himself right off the back of the pack again. Boost is on, slipstream is on. Strong, so they will catch up. I thought Jack Kobe was going to do the whole of the race backwards there. That would have been rather entertaining. But out front, Hulky's saying, I'm not having any of this. I'm going to run away. I'm going to win this. I think Wills Racing was going in really deep there, trying to take somebody out. Libiath takes him out, though, puts him into the wall, gets caught up on the cone. So the first little kill on track was courtesy of Libiath, who's now running away in 3rd. And quite some way down the track from Wills that he put into the wall. But it is Hulky. Oh, Hulky and Hulky and Greg White setting a rolling roadblock there. And that's upset the pack just a little bit. Hulky now goes from the start to last but one, but he's not going to worry about that at all. So obviously Hulky and Greg are in a chat room and working together, guys. So yes, we're going to see some shenanigans from Hulky and Greg White, I have no doubt. Oh, all going around. Hulky coming off bad again there. Absolutely into the barrier and stopped dead. Greg White and Wills Racing. Wills having a little nibble at the back of Borky there, but couldn't actually turn him round or anything. And Hulky is way off the back. He will catch up, so don't you worry about that. And Wills Racing getting into the barrier there, getting turned around. Greg into the back of Wills, and I think that Jack Kobe got in there as well, but Jack Kobe managed to find a way through first. Greg has got a flyer. He's chasing after Wills, trying to turn him around. Couldn't quite manage to do that. Is anybody going to get put into the pits? Well, we'll find out in just a moment. I don't know where Greg's going. I think he's got the Weeble Wobbles on as Greg in that car. Oh, we've got somebody diving over. I think that was that Jack Kobe diving over to try and encourage Wills Racing into the pits. It's never going to work that way. The only way you're going to get them in the pits is by actually pushing them in. And we've got more chaos and mayhem going on ahead, just up at as we're going into this hairpin. And I don't know who's going to come out of this first. It looks like Greg is going to come out of this first. Wow, just behind Libiath and Borky having a battle together. They're going hammer and tongs, and oh, who comes out of that one? Borky comes out of that one, and somebody having a go back. So Borky getting his revenge. Now Borky, Jack. Oh, who was that? Somebody's just. I think was that Hulky that just took out Borky there. I was just about to say, Borky, Jack might not have turned you around when we look at the replay, but I think you should go out there and attack Jack Kobe. Come on, guys, Jack's out front. You've got to work together now. You've got to work together. Go and get him. Take him down. Bring him down. Oh, Jack Kobe parked it on the corner there, and I think most of them managed to go through. So Jack Kobe now, oh, he's got it turned around. He's now dead last. So whatever Jack had planned there, I'm not quite sure that it paid off. Borky going up the inside of Hulky. I thought he was going to try and pit manoeuvre in the end, but he didn't quite pull off. So he pulls out in front of Hulky. They both slow up. Gr.White slowing up too. And it looks like they're going for a race restart. We got these 4 all lined up. Should we take a picture? Is that what you want, boys? You're waiting for a picture? Somebody went storming through there. So was that Wheels that went storming through? Gr.White turning him around beautifully. And Jack trying to sideswipe Gr.White, but not quite getting away with that. Didn't quite come off, Jack. You fumbled that one big time. You might be in the lead, but you certainly messed up turning Gr.White around there. Oh, Jack Kobe's dived into the pits. What is that all about? We've just lost Jack Kobe, and Gr.White has just binned himself. Is he going back to go in the pits? What's going on here? What is going on here? So Gr.White and Hulky getting into each other. Jack Kobe's now out of the pits and having a go at Gr.White. So these guys having a little bit of a nibble at each other. Hulky's just parked up enjoying the chaos and mayhem behind. And then Greg is now rejoining after Jack Kobe in there. Jack Kobe wondering if there's a mandatory pit. I wonder if there is. Has Mitchell Morgan snuck the mandatory pit stop into this? Of course, everybody will have looked at the race definition to see exactly what is needed. I didn't. But Borky is way out front. 5.2 ahead of Wheels Racing at the moment. And Wheels is 1.3 ahead of Libiath, and it's 8 seconds back to Kobe, who's got Hulky 2.5 behind, and then Greg off the back 1.6. It will all change. We're on lap 3 of 5. So we've got this one plus 2 to do. And at the moment, Borky is absolutely flying. Going really well. He's got a 5-second head start. Now, the not 5-second head start, a 5-second lead. One of the things that I will remind you is slipstream and boost is on strong. So the cars behind will catch up. Even if Borky pushes it as hard as he might, they will catch up. And at the moment, Will's catching up. He's on 3.1 and 3. It's going to be 2.9, 2.8. So you can already see how the cars behind are closing. But Wills has got Libiath with him for company as we go down towards the hairpin. Is Libiath going to take Wills out? Is Wills going to dodge him? Are they both just going to go through together? Libiath sizes him up. He pushes him in. Wills is heavily into the wall. Libiath, gets himself around, but he again gets taken out by Jack Kobe. Jack Kobe says, you take my friend Wills out. I'm going to bury you and put you into the wall. And so that's Libiath and Wills both in trouble, running dead last at the moment. And while that is going on, Borky is saying, thank you very much, my friends. I'm going to run away. He's 5.5 seconds ahead of Jack Kobe now. Gr.White 2.3 back, but chasing and catching Jack Kobe. I say that now it's Jack Kobe's got the bit between his teeth, and he's got that out to 2.7 and closing down on Borky very, very quickly. The gap 4 and then 3.8, 3.7, 3.6, 3.5, 3.4. I can't count down fast enough. And Jack Kobe setting purple times 2.4 seconds faster. So Jack has dispensed with the shenanigans for the moment and decide to go after the leader and take him out. Remember, you can bump draft the cars behind and work together, but you cannot bump draft the leader. You can smash them off, you can turn them around, you can pit maneuver them, you can do what on earth you like, but you cannot bump draft them like you cannot wall ride. These guys all know the rules. And at the moment, Borky is 2.5 seconds ahead of Jack Kobe, and Jack has now got Gr.White with him for company. And we've got Gr.White, Wheels Racing going around again. I think Wheels Racing might have been put into the barrier there. Was Libiath involved with that? I'm not sure. Maybe Libiath was doing the putting of Wheels Racing into the barrier. or maybe it was Hulky. These two are both just at the back together. We are on the final lap now, guys. If you want to get into this race, you're going to have to get on it and work together. Talking about the race, Borky, well, I think he's going for the win here. He's 3 seconds ahead of Libiath and Greg White with strong slipstream, with strong boost. He's got the twiddly bit to do, the technical part of the track. We then go up to the big compound curve at the eastern end of the track, and then he will have a run down into the tunnel for the start and finish. But at the moment, the cars behind are catching. There's not a lot the Borky can do about that. They are going to catch. He can only race as fast as he possibly can and hope that the cars behind decide to have some fun and give Borky the win. His car looks pretty beaten up, but Greg White looks like he's going for it. Although Greg White has now got Jack Kobe tight behind him, and I wouldn't be surprised if Kobe has a little bit of a swipe of Greg White as he goes through. But as I say that, Greg hits the front and Borky finds himself in second place. He's got Jack Kobe tight behind, then Libiath. Will's racing a bit far off the back, and Hulky as well. But it's really tight between the top 4, and Greg running away with this one at the moment. Libiath getting into the wall at the back. Jack Kobe, oh, what is going on there? All over the place at the back there. And Borky was leading for quite a long time, comes across in 4th. Wills and Hulky at the back there, and Wills is, I think he's out of fuel because he's just waddling up to the line, stops, waits. Everybody else has finished. He's just enjoying his moment of, I think he's trying to do donuts. No, he's not. I don't know what he's doing. There we go. He finishes. He finishes. Oh, and Jack Kobe says, Borky, I was going to help and didn't have the opportunity. Oh, mad race, that one. Oh, what have I done? That wasn't what I wanted to do, guys. Let's just exit out of there. That wasn't what I wanted to do. The result there was Jack Kobe out front, Libiath, Greg White, Borky, Hulky, Wills Racing. It's not all about that. It's not all about that at all. That one is all about letting your hair down and having some fun at the end of a good night. Right, Jack has asked me to look at the replay because I called him out. I've made a mistake, which I will apologise for. But we'll have a little look and we'll see what happened. It was just my camera perspective obviously was not good for that particular move. But we'll pop in and have a look at the replays and we'll see. It was, where were we? Can't even remember where we were. Replays is what I'm after. Where were we? Was it at Suzuka? Must have been Suzuka. I can't remember where it happened now. It was Suzuka. Guys, I'm really sorry. My head is bad and I can't concentrate very well at the moment. Right, thank you, Libiath, for letting me know. Right, so what we'll do is we'll do the follow cam on Jack. So he pulls over and then it lets everybody go. And we will enjoy Jack Kobe at his finest coming through the pack. Let me just put some race information on so we can see what is going on. He's got Gr.2 in front of him, then Wills Racing, Greg White, Libiath, Hulky, and then Borky out front. Borky was phenomenal at the start of this race. I'm not going to lie, I was really hoping that he was going to go on and keep this one and win it. A big ask when you got some of the racers that are in this lobby, and the fact that Borky hasn't been racing very recently, at least I don't believe he's been racing. Could have been racing elsewhere, of course. I don't know. Hasn't been racing with us. Commentators calling out all sorts of stuff again. Jack Kobe going with hazard lights. Not quite sure what that one was all about, but yeah, Borky going really, really well. Even at this point, you know, Borky is away and down the road. I mean, look how far ahead he is. I know that Libyath is in a battle with Hulky, and Hulky just trying to get up the inside there. Libyath just getting knocked about a little bit there. Wheels just getting into the back, so all good. Just hard, robust racing at the moment. Everybody's staying on track. But look at this, Borky so far out front, going really well. I thought that this was going to be his race. Jack Kobe has got past Gr.2. He's now sizing up Greg White. No way through as we go into the chicane. There was an incident coming out of Spoon also. What that you were involved with? Right, where are we? Or Gr.2 right on the back of Jack Kobe, giving Jack a push down the main straight. Greg White going off there. So that promoted Jack up into 5th. And then he starts to hone in on the leaders. Libyath going a bit wide there. That's gifted Jack Kobe yet another one. As we come through. Libyath to sorry Hulky, I didn't know the knock was that violent. Didn't feel like it on my screen. It's difficult to tell because netcode can very often come into play. Or Hulky getting it really sideways there. That's gifted Jack Kobe another one. So you can see that at the moment Jack has really been gifted most of the overtakes here, just by keeping it clean and tidy. But he's now got Wheels just ahead of him, and you can see that Borky is still way down the road. I mean, Borky was really on it and going well, and I bet he was thinking, Mitchell, can we stop this race on lap number 2, please? But then Wills and Jack Kobe started to really reel him in a little bit, and that gap did start to come down a bit. And I think then, I don't know about Borky, but when it happens with me, the pressure really starting to kick in, and then I start to outbrake myself and cause issues. But I don't think that Borky was doing any of that. It was just that the 2 guys behind were so quick. But Borky's still out front, so that's 2 laps of the 6 that Borky has been leading by some significant margin. So absolutely fantastic from Borky out front. Hats off. He's got 2 very fast charging guys behind him, 2 of the PSR aliens, and we're now into the S's on lap number 3, and he's still out front and going really well. So Jack Kobe needs to find himself away past Wheels Racing at the moment. Although these 2 guys are catching Borky, obviously if Jack can get by, then he'll be able to get on to the back of Borky. Ooh, sorry for yawning, I'm tired. God, I'm a right old woey state tonight, aren't I? Dear oh dear. One of the things that Rory says is you must always be positive. No, with me you get it as it is. If I'm feeling tired, cranky, horrible, you know I'm feeling tired, cranky and horrible as God. Greg White goes, oh, wow, yeah, okay. Big apologies, big apologies. So you've got Jack got a really nice line up the inside through that corner, and Wheels was just on the outside. So Jack got a lovely line out of that corner, and Borky, you can see there, he's just got it all crossed up. You know, there he goes. He's going around on his own. Jack Kobe has nowhere to go. And of course, yeah, from where I saw, it looked like Jack had got into the back of Borky and turned him around. So full on apology, Mr. Kobe. I should have known better. But hey, isn't it fun to call out Jack Kobe, even if it's not true? Oh, I'm a meanie. Borky. Such great entertainment. 2.5 laps of sheer brilliance being out front, and unfortunately it just came to an end right at the end there, where Borky found himself in the barrier. And I know that there's 2 schools of thought on this one for those of you that are going to message me. There's a school of thought of just hold back and race with the person that's died, because that way they're not racing on their own. There's also the school of thought that it wasn't my fault and I'm in a battle and I want to try and win this race. And I know that Jacoby at this moment will be thinking, the challenge that Mitch put to me this morning was, I wanted some extra laps. He refused the extra laps, and the challenge was to come through from the back and win. And he's got an opportunity to race Will and do just that. So I can understand why Jack is taking the view that he is on this one. For those of you that are thinking, oh, we should have stayed back and raced with Borky, there is a very good reason why he's not, and it is that challenge that I threw down earlier on that's pushing on. So just on board with Hulky, trying to make a move on Gr.2 there, couldn't quite make it. So just backing out that one through the S's. It's very difficult to overtake through the S's, even when you're racing respectful people. You can very often end up in the gravel and getting it wrong. Oh, Gr.2 with a big old slide through there. Hulky going well. Greg's just off the back of this one as well, and Jacoby chasing down William at the moment just ahead. Oh, Greg has been all over the track tonight. Greg's lines are normally absolutely spot on, but in the Gr.2s he's been off the track more times than I would like to admit tonight. As Jacoby saying, Wills would also have been on his own. That is very true. That is very true. Borky saying, Jack, you're in the clear. No insurance needed for this one. It just goes to show, though, and you know, I do often say it when I'm commentating. Oh, Greg off on the track again. All I can do is call out what I see when I'm commentating, calling out what I see, and there are times when I get it wrong, and I put my hands up. When I get it wrong, I get it wrong. Tonight I got it wrong. Jacoby right on the back of Wills Racing now. So these two pretty much going for it, and Gr.2 just a little bit further back, and time is getting on. So if we just fast forward to the final lap here, then we've got Wills with Jacoby right behind him. Jack can't quite find a way through there, and we get into the S's. Gr.2 is a little bit further back. You can see the two leaders going through the S's now as Gr.2 just starts them. Greg White just a little bit further back, and then Hulky was having a good little battle with Greg White throughout this one. Greg once again getting it all over the curb and very, very unusually sideways. I've spent hours and hours and hours following Greg, and he's normally completely settled, and I'd love to know what Greg's thoughts are, because he's all over the track tonight. Sim Racing joining us for the first time in a while, going well in 6th, and Libyath 7th, Borky off the back, and at the moment it is Wills and Jacoby. So as we come through to approach Spoon, at this point I was thinking that Wills had absolutely got this one in the bag. I didn't think there was any way that Jacoby could close up and even challenge for the win. And especially at this point when there was a good few tenths of a second, and it was basically 130R that these two guys are going to take flat. If you look at Jacoby's inputs here, as we go through 130R, he's not going to lift at all. 6th gear, Wheels goes off a little bit wide, possibly getting some dirty tyres. That gave Jacoby the opportunity to close up. And then Jack, taking a slightly different line through air, gets on the power early and then tries to get around Wills. And I think if he'd been a little bit tighter to Wills, then he would have got that done. And that was 0.003 on the line. Really, really, really close on the line for that one. If I can stop this, then if we go into race photos and walk mode, then I mean, look at that. I mean, at that point it even looks as if Jack is slightly ahead. I'm just, well, if we get on the line there and then we come back, I mean, that is crazy close. Can I get it another frame? No, it's going to be so hard to get it that close. I don't know if there's any way of moving it forward a frame at a time. Oh, I can do it that way. Brain. Once again, brain not working. So where's the line? There's the line. And we can just walk that forwards. I'm just watching Will's car. So that's the line. Race photos, walk mode. And you can see there that, wow. I mean, come on. How close is that? That is a thin white line difference. That's insane, incredible. What racing? Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant racing. And Jack Kobe, the only thing I will say to you, my friend, is so near, yet so far. Wills, what do you call the person who comes second? Is that by any chance the first of the losers? Loser. Jack Kobe is I can't do it because he came from the back, for goodness sake. Jack Kobe dropped to the back. Although, did Wills drop to the back? I don't know. I don't know if he did. Did he drop to the back at the beginning of that one? I'm not quite sure. Let's go to the very beginning. And what did Wills do off the line? He dropped back too. Oh no, he didn't. He ran away. Wills ran away, and Jack Kobe dropped to the back. Although Wills is only just in front, so I think that's a fair race. I really do. I mean, Jack dropped back just a little bit, but kudos to Wills then. Absolutely fantastic. Right, guys, I'm way over my curfew. I am going to call it a night. Thank you ever so much to everybody that has watched and raced again with me this evening. It's been another great race night. I think there might be one or two incidents that could be coming out tomorrow. We will see how that pans out. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing the Suzukis. Remember, on week Friday, we're going to be doing the MR2s. Give me something good. Oh, we got a Corvette. Very nice indeedy. Very nice indeedy. We'll take that. Yes, please go and grab the MR2s because a week Friday, week tomorrow, we will be doing the MR2s. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing a number of the Suzukis, and I can't remember which Suzukis they are. Let me just double check that the MR2 is still in the used car dealership. It was down here somewhere. There it is. Please, please, please go and buy one of these cars. Maybe just put it on the big screen. Go and buy one of them. It's 52,500 credits. We will be racing that. But if you do buy one, please don't wide body it. And please don't put an engine swap in it because we will bop. Amazing car. It sounds great. It's going to be a fantastic night of racing. I don't know what tracks we're going to do yet. Jack Kobe could well reach out to me about that before we do that one. But that's going to be a week tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be in the Suzukis. And then one day next week as well, we're going to be doing an Audi TT evening. Hulky's put together a series of races that look really, really fun. So we've got a lot going on next week. And a lot going on tomorrow. And I still want to do a games night. I keep promising we're going to do a games night, and I will do very soon. But at the moment, people are doing the right thing. They're reaching out to me and saying, Mitch, can we do this? Can we do the other? And one of the things I love doing is when you guys do a takeover and hit me with a whole load of things that we will race. And we normally do those on a Friday. But as I'm finding at the moment, if we get too many of them coming at one time, then we'll do them during the week. So anyway, watch the Discord for what we're doing. I'll be publishing that hopefully mid-morning tomorrow. In the meantime, have yourselves a good morning, evening, night, afternoon, day, whatever you're doing. Have an absolutely fantastic one. Congratulations for Borky for some fantastic racing tonight, even if unfortunately the results didn't really play out the way that we would have hoped. But but to hold off Wills and Jack for that amount of time around Suzuka, oh boy, my friend, you are top flight now. Mid to high grid, I think. When you get back and you're racing with us regularly, I think you could be a force to contend with. Hulky and I are going to be chasing you once again. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'll see you again tomorrow. For now, take care. Bye.